Excuse me, we saw your sign. We wanted if you wanted to answer some questions about what you're waving the sign for today, what you're here today to support.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
Yeah, okay, thanks.
Queer Jews demand free Palestine. You don't want to talk about that, or?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
But they do, though.
Yeah.
Do you think Palestine supports queer Jews?
I don't know. I don't understand the question.
You want to talk now?
So you support Palestine? Okay. All right. Thank you. Hi, everybody. My name is Austin Reeder with MRCTV. We're here at the Free Palestine March at Freedom Plaza in Washington, D.C., and today we're going to talk to some protesters. Let's go see what they have to say. Excuse me, I saw your sign from across the thing. I just wanted to know what your thoughts about your sign were. Why are you waving it today? What are you here for?
Well, because everything happening in the Middle East is connected to colonialism. So there's a long history of colonialism in the world that has not been addressed, and then in order to address right now, we have to understand the frameworks in the culture, especially white culture.
Hi, we saw your sign. We just want to know if you wanted to talk about it a little bit.
I don't talk to the biased media or anybody, racist media. I have nothing to say.
Well, that's what we're here against.
No.
We're against the media today.
I don't talk to the media, period.
Whiteness not being a race but a power structure, so that you're actually, identifying with certain powers or not identifying with, and so no one's actually born white. You could be born European. So basically, whiteness is a way of gathering power and maintaining power at all costs, and you need a cultural framework in order to conduct that without having repercussions for amoral behavior. And that, whether it's phrenology or whether it's, calling people animals, it's all the same lineage of a culture of dehumanizing people. And so we have to break that down. And once we break that down, then people aren't going to stand for injustice in the world, and the media will show things differently, and then everything falls from there.
Do you have any thoughts about what Joe Biden should do in relation to this conflict with Israel and Palestine?
We just need to stop the war.
Stop the war? You're calling for a ceasefire then?
Yes.
So you're against any sort of civilian killing on either side by both Hamas and Israel? What would be your solution now? Do you want a ceasefire between Israel and Palestine? Or?
Well, of course, because we need to it's actually a war crime to starve civilians. That's actually also a war crime.
You think Hamas should be required to free the hostages they have in order for there to be a ceasefire?
I think you'll starve too many civilians with that.
Ceasefire has to be the number one. It has to stop right now. And then we need to talk about going back to what the root of the problem is.
So the Israelis in this case are using this whiteness to commit genocide?
I mean, it's a lubrication that makes America want to do it, So support it, They wouldn't support it. If the roles were reversed, we would have stopped this a lot, This wouldn't have gone on for 75 years,
If Palestine was attacking Israel.
No, if Palestine if it was the roles were flipped.
The only option right now is to absolutely ceasefire.
I think that there needs to be a ceasefire, period.
A ceasefire between Israel and Palestine. There's some concerns about Hamas. Would Hamas be a part of the ceasefire as well?
Well, that's a good question.
Well, what about Hamas? What role do they play in this? I know you said Israel kills babies. Hamas has been accused of killing babies as well. What are your thoughts about Hamas in this incident?
Well, I think with regards to the babies, that was refuted.
We saw your sign. We just wanted to get a good look at it. Can you tell me what that sign means to you?
Man. Well, this guy killed a lot of babies, bro. Like, come on, man. I'm tired of this, man. Like,
Netanyahu did?
Netanyahu, and Israel.
Do you think both sides should stop killing babies, or Hamas?
Well, I did not see that Hamas killed babies. They says they killed, but there is no even one picture.
You haven't seen any evidence of
We
that?
didn't see any of that. Even the president himself says he's seen a picture, but we didn't see anything after that.
5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. Israel is a terrorist state. Israel is a terrorist state. From the river to the sea. From the river to the sea. Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free.
Your sign, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. What does that mean to you?
It means from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. That land isn't of Israel's, so.
It's not Israel's land. That they should.
Israel was never needed to be a Palestine.
From the river to the sea.
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
We've heard people saying today, from the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, it does. It goes back to centuries ago what it meant to have Palestine. It was that whole sect of land, you know.
There are people today calling on that. There are some people that say that that's calling for a genocide in itself, like removing Israel from the equation.
I believe in a two-state solution.
Do you think Hamas has any role to play in the fact that there has not been a two-state solution? Do you think their violence might be off-putting some Israelis, or?
I mean, with regards to Hamas, I mean, again, they're, you know, when you're occupied land and territory, you know, they ran out of any other solution.
There's been some time in the past where there was plans to have a two-state solution, and that was rejected by Palestinians and Hamas. How does that make you feel?
I guess it's, you know, years and years of the oppression. You know, you have to understand.
You saw the people that got kidnapped by Hamas. They're all right. You know, like
free Palestine, we will free Gaza. Stop the genocide. Ceasefire now.
Yeah.
Ceasefire now. What do you think about Hamas, who has been targeting civilians and attacking concert goers?
I mean, it's the American playbook to fund radicalists. And then they start attacking people, and you can do whatever you want. So anyway, I'm done. I'll see you later.
Thank you, sir.